because your child in this reality has control over the way that they feel. Imagine a scenario where there's a split reality future, right? There is your kid or whatever, someone you care greatly about. Now, in both scenarios, they're assaulted verbally by anyone with all of the worst, the most meanest, hurtful, violence provoking words that you can even conceive of. Now, there's one version of your kid that responds, right? They get upset, they say something, maybe it escalates back and forth. They might even get violent. Again, words of violence, whatever, right? So, like, then there's the version of your kid that gets assaulted verbally and just looks at the person and treats them the same way you treat, a schizophrenic homeless person on the side of the road who's screaming those words to themselves or to you. They're irrelevant. Why are they irrelevant? Because your child in this reality has control over the way that they feel. They have control over their day, and they can, at the very least, selfishly decide that they're not going to allow any random person that knows how to utter sounds out of their mouth the ability to manipulate their reality on a whim like that. To just be walking and just listening to music, enjoying your day, thinking about whatever date you're gonna go on, and then someone says, "Hey, you stupid, blah blah blah, you fuck this, the other, whatever slur," you just say it at you, and then now you feel a certain way, and then now you have to correct them because whatever reason you have to correct them because if you don't, then they'll get away with it. They'll keep doing it, but they're doing it to get you to respond. Now that you've responded, they respond further, more aggressive. They reject your correction. What does that make you feel? Forget it. No, you've already let your emotions drag you this far, so you keep going. And it can escalate to violence. Your whole day gone. Alternatively, again, you could have just kept on walking and you'd have been back into your audio book down the road. No threat of violence. Your emotional state still intact. And how do you do this? By changing the way in which you perceive what you believe about people and what they say. And a lot of this comes down to basically recognizing that either one, you believed something, you're confident in it, in which case then what someone else says doesn't matter.